He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Giants and the Bengals on Sunday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughton. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 52 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Moss. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Done.
Moss once more, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. 42.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Zach Moss with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Calm. Up, go.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
12.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback.
Here we go.
But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Half 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Up we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he
Let's
goes.
punch it in. Let's punch it
Clock
in.
rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
Up we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones eluding the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Jim. Up we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Right 80.
Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he's got room. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Gun. Gun. Right 80.
Burrow will throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
11. Right touch.
Burrow looking to pass.
Able to find Higgins.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's get set.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
56.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
This ball deep for Tony.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Geno Smith, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, a touchdown pass in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we wrap up Week 6 with Bills-Jets.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Chip.
Off the bootleg, Jones.
They'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Joseph Osai.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Dom Capers. Up we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Jones has it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Jones. Flush to his right.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off play action. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Half jumbo, half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
11.
Moss. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Here we go. 11, empty. 12.
Burrow on play action. It is intercepted at the goal line. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
11-90.
Now Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
11 Thomas. 11
To the air again, Burrow.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, that's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
53 yards.
And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Here we go. Up, go.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Room here to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
11, Thomas. Here we go. 12, 11, 11.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
12.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1-1, ready?
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Ready, touch. Shot.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
McPherson's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Cincinnati, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on